Well, welcome to my big, beautiful home in Tacoma Park, Maryland. That's where Carrie and I live. I've invited Chef Todd Gray from Equinox to come to our house today for what I hope will be something educational and fun. You know, the premise is that everyone has been reading for weeks now about the high costs of food, you know, rice and wheat and what have you, and that it's affecting, you know, prices around the world. It's causing crisis and fights and deaths around the world. You know, so I think there is some imperative on our part to try to be more frugal with our food and be more cost conscious. So I was hoping that we could do something by bringing in a chef and showing us what we can do with leftovers. So let's see what he does.
Hi, I'm Todd Gray from Equinox Restaurant. I'm here at Tim Carman's trying to come up with a couple of courses out of the fridge off the cuff. And we have what appears to be an arsenal of product to work with. It's just about keeping focused. I'm working on it. Got focus issues. Don't mind me while I just take apart your refrigerator.
No, totally. That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah.
What are those little?
That's from Meat on the Avenue.
Where's that?
It's over right by
those little chorizos. So what else is it?
Mediterranean sausage.
Oh, it looks beautiful. So when we came in, and I saw those sausages and those skewers, that was the first thing that came to my mind. It's not something when, if I would see that, you'd be crazy if you had those not to use them. I thought, well, let's start from a raw product with a sausage, and we know we can make a good ragu with onions and tomatoes and roasted sausage. We've got butter. We know we have olive oil, and then we saw the noodles in the freezer, which I thought, well, it's a no-brainer. Boy, Tim threw me a solid, left me noodles. You know, so that's obviously the inspiration on that dish. And then once we got going with the spices, I thought, boy, I have a fair amount of Moroccans that work with me, and those sausages look like sausages I've eaten with them before that they brought in. So I immediately started thinking, to think Moroccan type of flavors, so I immediately thought toasted almonds. I saw the pistachios, but I thought if I were doing this for my Moroccans, they would say, don't do it, do almonds. Don't do pistachio, do almond. And the dried fig would have been something like in a tagine setup. It's just kind of almost a play on a tagine, ultimately. It's not a chicken or a braise, but it is a spicy pork type of sausage that with the dried apricot and toasted almond, I think we got it pretty close to a type of Moroccan dish. But ultimately, I think with pappardelle noodles and Parmesan, it's kind of Morocco meets Italy, you know? With a salad, you know, we've got to go in a lot of different directions. I mean, Mediterranean was sort of staring us in the face with crumbled feta, olives, those wild pickled cucumbers, romaine leaves, iceberg lettuce, which I immediately thought julienning, because I kind of like those kind of julienne sort of cuts in a salad. It's nice because it also kind of drapes around the lettuce leaves. So that's where that inspiration that direction took us. And also staying true with with a fruit-driven dessert. Zabayon was something that you had the ingredients, and it's always a winner from an execution standpoint, I think. And you had the Grand Marnier and the triple sec. So I think that just was that opened the door to a great dessert with. And I found the ladyfingers in the last stroll through I was looking for a cookie for the top. I was gonna snag one of your peanut butter cookies and put them on there. I was close. I was like, oh, I can't do that. He made I was gonna do it, and I looked and I said, oh, those ladyfingers. Zam, the dish is done. So that's how I put it together. I hope it was a success from your standpoint, Tim. I hope it's tasty.
I think it's a great success.
Good.